Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to take these two pictures of Kayla and Taylor and mash them into this picture of an explosion and add kind of a glow effect to the side of their faces to make them look like they really fit there. So what we're going to start off with is this picture of Taylor. We're going to do this selection tool, the quick selection tool. We're just going to select all of her. And if you select too much, you can always click Alt and it will create a little minus sign on the screen, and you can just subtract on what you don't want. Save some time. Or if you want your selection tool bigger or smaller, you can always click the little bars. They're right behind the plus and minus sign. There we go. When you're happy with it, just do Control C to copy and Control V to paste into the picture of the explosion. There we go. And you can make her as big or as small as you want, you know, whatever makes you happy, I guess. Just kind of shrink her down. You can make big Taylor, midget Taylor. Yeah, that works. Okay, then we're going to apply transformation. Then we're going to go to the picture of Kayla. We're going to do the exact same thing, quick selection tool. And we're just going to select all of her. We want this, and again, if you can do the Alt minus to get rid of that stuff that you don't want. Okay, and then Control C and Control V, copy and paste, and there she is. And I'm gonna kind of shrink her down. I want her a little bit smaller, but you know, whatever you guys want, you can do. That works for me right there. Okay, and now we're gonna go to apply transformation. And we're gonna go to Taylor's layer and make sure you're always on the right layer that you want. And bigger or smaller, again, you can just do the bars for your selection, but we're going to use this eraser tool. We're going to erase all these the building on her arm, and if you want to zoom in the picture, it's Control plus or Control minus. So I'm going to kind of go into a little bit more detail. It all depends on how much detail you want to go into. So again, you can spend as much time as you want with the details. Like, it could take a while, but we're just going to do a basic. There we go. And if you ever mess up or erase too much, you can always do Control Z to go back and redo. See, like, I erased her too much for her finger, so we're just going to go back. There we go. And you can just keep going around her head, fingers. See these little marks around her fingers. Control minus to zoom out. And now we're going to do the same thing to Kayla. Just get a little bit, make it look clean and clean it up a little bit. Kind of see how the wall's right there, just kind of erase that, make it look good. Again, how much detail you want to go into is totally up to you. Yeah, see, I messed that up. It's okay. Alright, so once you're happy with it, just kind of. Alright, once you're done, we're gonna add this, apply. We're gonna do this effect right here. We're gonna make it look like there was an explosion. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Taylor's layer first, and we're gonna go to Filter, Render, Lighting Effects. And we're gonna click Point. Point. And we're gonna move her, whoops, too much. Again, you can change your intensity levels. And we're gonna put it right around her arm, like that. And we're gonna put, you can change the levels over here to how much it would look better, but whatever you guys want. If it was darker on the side and lighter in the front. The gloss, I'd pump it up all the way. Colorize, I'd do it all the way. Intensity, I'd do it around 67, but again, it's all on what you want. It's your pictures. And when you're happy with it, just click OK. And we're going to do the same thing again to Caleb. Make sure on her layer. And same thing, lighting effects. Just move it over to Kayla. And see how that's what you want right there. Is it to be really bright You can move your levels as much as you want. So when you're happy with it, just goes okay. And I'm going to do this again to Taylor's, right around Taylor's thigh. We're going to make it look really realistic. There's a huge explosion, like that. Now, what you can do also is you can go click on the layer that you want and go to colorize, brightness and contrast. And you can bump up, see how that you don't want that. You can bump up all the way to 150 or all the way down to negative 150. So I'm going to kind of put it 7, 10. And the contrast, you know, darker and lighter, like that. So, yeah. And as you can, you know, you can always go back and get these little details, like by Taylor's, oops, wrong layer. Make sure you're always on the right layer. Get these little details by Taylor's leg and, you know, fix up Kayla's leg a little bit more, but that's basically it. You know, you can always add as much as detail as you want, so you can always make her bigger or smaller. But what we're going to do lastly is just take this background layer and we're going to go to the brightness and contrast, and we're going to kind of bring this contrast up a little bit more so it looks a little bit more realistic. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have fun with it. You know, mess around with it, add as much as detail as you want, make it, change the contrast, bump it up, bump it down. But I hope you guys learned a lot and enjoy.